Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Dawn. Thank you for being here. I'm excited to do a messages from the Divine Masculine reading. It's super interesting that I was inspired to do this following the last reading, which was all about really focusing more on you and your path as a divine feminine, assuming you're feminine watching this. A lot of the feminine are stepping more into their priestess energies and they're awakening at this time. And there's just this niggling, there's this niggling of this communication that wants to come through that seems to be important, that may bring more clarity, that may bring more peace, that may bring a deeper sense of understanding to your situation with your counterpart, which will be beneficial, I guess, no matter where you end up ultimately focusing your energies on moving forward. So I'm gonna pull cards and get some messages as we go instead of doing the deep, pre-channeled sharing with you around it. But I just know that there's some messages that they want to share with you. So let's get into it. Calling in the Most High God. Welcoming the highest levels of light, abundance, and healing for all beings, for everyone who's watching this reading now or on the replay. It's timeless whenever you find it. Welcoming the energy of the Divine Feminine, Mary the Mother, Mary Magdalene, and their wisdom. Beautiful. All right, so let's start with a few cards from this deck. And we've got here on the cut 2 times, you didn't deserve that from your partner, so definitely some of the viewers watching this had a challenging situation in the past that you're coming out of. Yeah, there was a lot of drama. Sweet talk no more. There was a lot of drama in that situation. Yeah, a lot of messages coming through. A lot of the love they shared was not deep. It was like they were being a sweet talker. So that's where things were. Things were not genuine. You got hurt. You were a little deceived. In some cases, a lot of very deceived, but someone who really didn't have your best interest at heart at all. Let's get some cards. So we've got here tapestry of fine things, heirlooms, rare gifts, and legacy creations. With jealous third party sought to destroy you, karmic debt is being returned. And by the book, read the scripture, follow its tenets, act righteously, and rewards will come. And then on the bottom, it's a matter of your ethics aligning with theirs. Manifestation blocked, and that actually belongs in another deck. And then in the bottom underneath that, it says, every little thing she does is magic. My heart wants more and more. So this is, I'm already just getting the sense that there's a bit of like messiness here. Like, the reason why it's so messy is because of multiple problems, multiple issues in this connection, including this. Obviously, the most obvious one is this jealous third party who did various things to block you, slander your name. That's getting sent, they're getting judged for that now. With this ethics question of them having different ethics than you, blocking the manifestation, it brings a whole nother level of challenge to the situation, right? Like, it seems like you are someone who is somewhat religious, or you're becoming more religious, because we've got this by the book card with reading the scripture and following scripture, following its moral code. And that leads to legacy creations, right? They talk about that a lot in the Bible, about, that if you follow or obey God, you'll always have an heir. There'll always be an heir to your name, right? There we've got heirlooms and legacy creation. There will always be a positive continuity. This person is clearly, they're very enamored by you, because we've got this every little thing she does is magic on the bottom. But there was just so much mess around this, because they were, to be honest, if they were with somebody who's so low vibrational, I mean, under here we've got some more really negative stuff about this third party that this person was involved with, right? It says she's a witch and she's up to no good. Return to sender. That's this jealous third party. And they hated you for no good reason. They attacked you for no fault. Karma. So you have to start to ask yourself, like why is the person that you're so connected to and so in love with so deeply tied and involved with such a hateful, negative, dark person, a very karmic person, even in some cases someone who does black magic, in some cases a dark witch. Like, why is that somebody that different than you? If you're an advanced soul light worker, maybe you're an earth angel, maybe you're an indigo, maybe you're a Blu-ray, maybe I could go on and on, like, I'm just with everything I'm hearing, but this person is light years behind you to be doing this kind of thing. And this is somebody who they're having sex with. In some cases, they were having sex with this person for years. They've been taking on that energy. Right? this is somebody with no morals and values who basically would kind of laugh in the face of, following the Bible and taking it seriously. He would laugh at God. The idea of, like, there's no fear of God for this person at all. And this is somebody who they were sleeping with, loving with, spending loads of time with, deeply exchanging energy with. So you see, I see a fundamental problem here. I see a fundamental problem. It says here, it's a matter of your ethics aligning with theirs, manifestation blocked. I'm going over it again. Right? When things are not, when somebody is okay with being with somebody with no ethics, right? With no values, who's dark, and that person is dark enough to literally want to destroy you, divine feminine, and that's who they chose, what does that say about their ethics? Even if they loved you, are they really on your level? And I'm not trying to be condescending. I'm trying to just be real here, right? I'm trying to just be real. In some cases, the reason why you've been connected with this person and why it's been hard to shake this is because of connections you have with them in other parts of your soul, that it's very complicated in either past lives or parallel lives where you haven't advanced to the same level that this part of your soul has in this incarnation. And it's those less evolved parts of you in these parallel lives or past lives that are bleeding through into this life. And that's where you're feeling the tie. Because look, underneath here we have, it's something I've been getting more clarity on recently with these connections and why they can be really difficult sometimes in, certain twin flame or soulmate connections. It says here, sleep in, bring your journal, record your dreams, and remember parallel lives. And not that long ago, I had a dream myself, and it was actually about a job, and basically it was about leaving a job that I actually left years ago now. But it was just happening now. And what I found out was that in another time, was that basically a part of my soul jumped timelines when I left that job. A lot of time, basically since about 2016 and on, if you've done certain things and made certain choices around the 8-8 Lions Gate, in terms of leaving jobs or leaving relationships, like leaving things that are holding your soul growth back, it helps you to jump into more advanced timelines. But because of, we'll just say maybe because of karma, but I don't want to say I've 100% that that's the reason, but parts of you that weren't able to fully consciously make that choice, and all parts of you move into that higher timeline, stayed at that job and stayed in a lower vibration and was able to continue on in that other timeline more entangled with this really heavily dramatic third party situation that's had a lot of bleed through, right? Because sometimes when things get really dark and when somebody's doing things like black magic, there can be bleed through, right? But part of why you were called, even to some extent, part of why you were called to move out of that timeline as much as possible, get your soul out of it, was for your own protection, right? For your own safety, because angels and Archangel Michael specifically was guiding you to do so and continues to guide you to do so because it's required in order to continue to protect you because of these parallel lives that are still going on. And past this is not the message I was expecting to come through, but it's an important message. The more you continue to elevate in this timeline, the better, right? It says here, your choroid field is taking on more consciousness, plasma, and light. Meditate, please. And there's a lot of advanced light workers that have been talking lately about, starting to talk about, including myself in some of my other readings, about all this light that we're being asked to take on and hold for the planet right now. And partially you're doing that for the whole collective, and partially you're doing that because it's helping to complete this transmutation and elevate more completely out of, with your whole soul, out of these lower timelines, and not ever have to incarnate back into that ever, right? So again, they're emphasizing that resolving these parallel lives and where our hearts are connected in these parallel lives is important to resolve for your personal ascension and for the ascension of the collective right now. Because they're highlighting again with my other parallel lives card. Parallel, it says parallel universes, parallel dimensionality, and parallel hearts. And the more you raise into the fifth dimension, right, the more free you become of, anything that would want to seek to harm you. And the more anything they're trying to manifest becomes blocked, right? It's all getting returned to sender. Again, with this third party. So man, this person was very, very confusing for you. Very. I'm not gonna lie, I see someone who was a real manipulator who put on this face of being completely genuine and very trustworthy, but their instincts were, again, completely different than what they show on the surface. Like willing to do anything to look a certain way, get what they want, get ahead. Willing to promise you anything. It says here, he or she promised you the world and didn't deliver. It's time to move on from this false person. I know this is not an easy message to hear. And, Some people, if you're not ready to hear it, you'll just turn it off. Some people kind of already know this and just want confirmation. And it's not my job, really, honestly, to tell you what's right or tell you what's wrong to do, or to try and convince you of anything. It's my job to be loving and to deliver the message. And I do love you and I do care. And there was a deep betrayal here, and this was very painful. I know it and I feel it, and I'm sorry that this happened. I mean, you definitely deserve a lot better. I just heard like no remorse. There was a lack of remorse, a lack of concern for your welfare here. In some cases, this person, this counterpart, was not inherently bad, but they have a lot of karma embroiled and embedded with this other person. In most cases, it's like a she-devil. In most cases, it's a she-devil. And it's hard to come back from that. It's hard to come out of that. And I feel like kind of sad, I feel kind of sad about that, but the truth is that you're meant to create something really beautiful here in this world. Something about this legacy creation card makes me think of the Ten of Pentacles card in the tarot, and about bringing down energies from the Tree of Life. And I just feel like, we got at the very center of the reading. Your toroidal field is taking on more consciousness, plasma, and light. Meditate, please. Like, I feel like there's all this drama around you, and yet you can be the peace at the center of it. Right now we have this, yeah. Yeah, we have the Star card and the High Priestess there, right? You're healing here. There's hope. There's a lot of hope for you in stepping fully into this role, into your magic, into your star power as this divine feminine. And when I say divine feminine, I mean a real divine feminine, where you wake up every day feeling a sense of your divinity. Not waking up with anxiety or hurt or wonder or worry, because that's not really being able to really be a high priestess and hold your divine feminine energy. I feel a little bit of sadness here. So I know there's people watching this right now that are feeling a little bit of sadness. But it's just like, you deserve so much better. Yeah, there's my Ten of Pentacles. See? You're gonna have everything here. You're gonna have everything. What else do you need to know? That's a card of total mastery. Yeah, judgment. Oh my gosh. Yeah, see? And on the bottom of that, the magician. This person, this third party, is being judged for magic that she did towards you. She's being judged for it, for how she hated on you and sent magic to confuse you, steal your gifts, ruin your life. What else do you need to know? Beautiful. The artist. Yeah, it's time to really go within and get this vision, this beautiful vision. Not the distractions of the world. Some of that going within is to get a deeper sense of like the legacy that you're creating. But some of that going in might be also like reading spiritual texts, could be reading the Bible, could be reading other important material. Anything that's sort of inspiring you in a deeper way for the projects you want to create. Anything that, yeah, we've got the Empress on the bottom there. Anything that really nourishes you in a deep way, in a really deep way. Yeah, you're moving on here, Six of Swords. You're moving on. You're moving on from this situation. Yeah, things are changing for you here into good luck, good fortune. There could be something really helpful in terms of changing, getting out of this karmic loop and stepping into cycle of like drawing in a very positive opportunity, because I feel like some of you are with this genuine card, the genuine person. It's going to help bring more balance into your life and your finances with this Two of Pentacles, if you've been having issues with that. What else do you need to know? Yeah, strength. Sometimes it's hard to know. Sometimes it's hard to have to kind of like full terms with the truth. But you are so magical, right? Everything she does is magic. You are so magical. You don't need to do any false magic to like draw in anybody towards you. We've got the World card on the bottom. Yeah, with the Queen of Wands there. You're just so beautiful. You're so elusive. You're wise. You learn your lessons in life. Look underneath here, Nine of Pentacles. So do we... Yes, we've got the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles out now. I mean, you're worth a lot, and this situation was a mess with this like jealous, hella jealous person here. And it created a lot of problems. So let's get a few more cards from the Psychic Tarot. you have to keep in mind that, if a connection with somebody was ultimately blocked because of how messy things were because of a third party, you don't have to worry about it because everything is always according to God's plan. Everything's always according to God's plan. Yeah, see, on the cut, moving on, and choose wisely, right? Because in some cases, this person might come back and gush on you and just like blame the other person, blame this crazy third party. But like I said, you do need to look at the fact that they did choose that person for a long time. And maybe they were under the influence of magic as well, potentially. But they still made certain choices that allowed it. You got here the power card again with that choose wisely card. So the power is the strength card again showing up there. Something about remembering your past lives or parallel lives in your dreams might empower you here to getting more clarity and kind of just closing out this cycle. What else do you need to know? Yeah. On the bottom here, we've got stand your ground, right? Know what you're worth. Know what you deserve. You don't have to settle. And with this conflict and defeat and spiritual strength, I'm just hearing again, she was a she-devil for most people. And I know that this could be like a masculine, or we'll just say like a man Jezebel. But most cases this was like a woman she-devil that was like carrying the Jezebel spirit in a very powerful way. And the thing is, ultimately she wasn't able to defeat you because you were held up on the shoulders of giants, right? Very powerful masters. Spiritual giants have always been with you. That's why she wasn't able to destroy you, because of how strong you are, and because they've been uplifting and carrying this burden for you partially, more than you realize. They've been helping you through. So it's important to be grateful for it, for their help. And what else do you need to know? Yeah, trapped in fear kind of came through sideways. I think that some people maybe are a little bit afraid to let go. But when you do, it's going to completely end this cycle and you're going to fully glow up and attain a very high level of success for yourself with this Six of Swords, World, Queen of Wands. Let's get one more card. Nice. Crown chakra, yeah. Comes back to this meditation card and choosing wisely here. Let's clarify the crown chakra card. Yeah. Yeah. See, we've got Seven of Swords here, deception and envy with crown chakra. This is all about somebody who's lying, manipulating. That fell right on top of this Killer Instincts card, betrayal at hand. It's very important that you see clearly everything about this person. That not through the lens of emotional trauma, or codependent bonding, or ancestral, trauma issues that you've been helping to resolve for your bloodline, but to see it from God's eyes. And then with that, we've got Passion Ignited, which is the Ace of Wands. And then on the bottom, oh, that's really nice. We've got Accelerated Motion, which is like an Eight of Wands with Triumph, which is the Chariot. So it's like moving on up, And like I feel like she can read those stars, and she's being inspired by those stars, and things, really amazing things are happening in your life, or going to happen in your life, that are bringing you in success and victory and focus and achievement and new passions, beyond this situation. And there is, you don't have to be, okay, this is just so important. Like, you don't have to be upset. You can be optimistic and hopeful, because your wish is here, that you wanted what you truly deserved, gained what you deserve, which is like a genuine person that's legit, that you can really trust, not somebody who lies and manipulates all the time. That's coming in for you. You just have to stand your ground here, right? That you deserve it right now, and it's gonna move from that standing your ground energy and moving on from that Seven of Wands into that Eight of Wands energy, and your triumph, right? Your success. And that's ultimately leading to this. It's leading to you becoming this high priestess, star, successful, powerful being, creating an amazing legacy for yourself, for your family. You're going to have your Ten of Pentacles, and that's all there is to it. Empress, Nine of Pentacles. You're going to have your 9 and your 10 of Pentacles. You're going to have it all. So, not the right time to be giving up. If you're feeling tired, right? If you're feeling a little defeated, keep being strong here. Don't just like cave and fall back because you're tired at the 11th hour, and it's like, well, I just guess I'll settle for crumbs here. Don't do that right now. Yeah. I'll close on this. It says, awaken the giant within. Take steps towards your big vision and greatest potentials today. Right? Which is your legacy. Which is something that you're creating here as this artist, this massive visionary. As nothing less than the full package, the Empress, the highest, most revered feminine in the entire tarot. She is got all the abundance. She's beautiful, she's nurturing, she's loving, she manifests and draws towards her everything she needs. And she's full of wisdom, right? And you're the high priestess. You're full of wisdom. You're full of spiritual truth. You're healing. You're healing towards others. You got it all, right? You're mastering the whole game here with this Ten of Pentacles, right? And you literally are that magical, and this person who you're going to end up with is truly going to feel like every little thing you do is magic, and they will not be able to get enough of you. They will not. So, I mean, and I love this. This is awaken the giant within, and you can see right here, he's awakened that spiritual giant within him in order to take these steps and move forward and have victory. So there's a little strength required right here, right now, but there's amazing big things coming in for you. And I'm excited. And I'm excited to continue to do more readings and help move you through this energy. So I'm sending you so much love. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video. By liking the video and subscribing to my channel, you're helping to grow the channel and get these messages out to more people who need to hear them and who'll be inspired by them. So it's a very loving thing that you can do, very supportive of my channel as well. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my details will be in the description box. I'm sending you so much love, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.